Hello and welcome to Nursing 316, Professional Nursing Practice of the Baccalaureate Prepared Nurse. I'm Dr. April Bice, and I'll be the professor teaching you your course this session. So when you log into the Start Here page, the first thing that you will find is the welcome information. And this is kind of what gives you a general idea of how to get started in the course, gives you some general tips for the course, some information on who to call if you have certain problems with technology, and also a bulleted list here with information about each one of the tabs on the left course toolbar. You'll also find information about the faculty in the course and also the teaching associate or the academic coach in the course. You'll find the course text information that's required for completing this course. You'll also find information on the American Psychological Association in tip sheet format, and then also a sample paper. So the APA format is what nursing uses. The discipline of nursing uses that for scholarly writing. So if you're not super familiar with APA format or it's something you haven't worked with in a while, you'll want to make sure that you read these two resources very closely in addition to having your APA publication manual. Now, after these two tip sheets that I've posted here for you, you additionally find an APA 6th edition video putting your paper into APA format from a Word document. Especially helpful if you haven't worked with APA in a while because headings can be a little tricky. So this is, I believe, just about a 6-minute video that shows you how to set up APA format in your Word document. Please keep in mind that you will not be able to submit papers that are not either in Word or PDF format. No other format will be accepted as that's only what's compatible with the Blackboard Grade Center. The last thing you'll find is the Find Your Literature video. This is a video that I've created to help students search for literature in Randall Library. You will be required to use a lot of resources, manuscripts, journal articles that are reputable as sources in your papers and discussion board assignments. So it's going to be really important that you know how to search the Randall Library databases for literature and research. Google Scholar is also a really helpful one that you can have access to as long as you have internet, which obviously you do if you're taking this course. But this video will help you in searching that literature successfully in order to find the kind of resources that you want. The next thing you'll find is the Syllabus tab. Under the Syllabus tab is a list of all of the assignments that are due in this course, in addition to their rubrics, any kind of sample format or templates that we offer, and then the learning outcomes for the course, which are up here. The syllabus, which is located here, is a contract between you, the student, and me, the professor. So anything that you find in the syllabus is going to be something you are responsible for, and I am equally responsible for on my end. Please make sure if you have any questions that are found in the syllabus that you review that first before emailing me to ask. The next thing you'll find is information on classroom activities. Classroom activities are something that we have you do to improve your learning and to help you with assignments, but they are not anything that's actually submitted for a grade. Discussion board assignments are submitted for a grade in this class. The rubric for discussion board is here, and you will have a discussion assignment every week from modules 1 through 7. Week 1, you actually have 2 discussion board assignments because one of those is an introduction discussion where you're telling your peers a little bit about yourself. Next, you'll find the Letter to the Editor project. This is essentially where you pick a journal article that's no older than 6 months and you write a letter to the editor talking about what you either appreciated about this article or things you think might need some change. Your Creative Professional Identity project is a little bit more fun. It's something where you get to talk about who you are as a nurse, who you have been, and who you hope to become. The last assignment is your Contemporary Nursing Issue project. That's the most percentage of your grade in this course. So you want to make sure that you read every one of the documents that we have here for you because we have a rubric and guidelines, we have an issue outline or a contemporary nursing issue paper outline for you. We have sample format, and then we also have information on a poster presentation. The nursing issue project is made up of a Part A, which is the narrative, and Part B, which is a poster presentation. Please make sure you review all of the information regarding this project and when each draft is due in the course. The next tab is going to be your Learning Modules tab. Learning Modules 1 through 7 are found here. When you enter a module for the week, you'll find all of the things that you have to do for that week. An overview, module objectives, a to-do list, submitted assignments, additional resources, discussion activities, and then any assignment that you have to submit. So for week 1, you have a to-do list reading assignments here, classroom activities which are not submitted for a grade but are required in order for you to be successful in the week, and then all assignments that are actually due to be submitted for a grade. Your discussion activities, primary discussion posts are always due Wednesday by 11:30, and response posts are always due Friday by 11:30. You additionally have a personal philosophy of nursing reflection due on week 1. This is not graded, but it's required in order to pass the course. Your first discussion assignment this week is the introduction. This is how your peers get to know you and you get to know your peers. The second discussion assignment for this week is a discussion of the differentiation between ADN and BSN prepared nurses. You have your primary post due by Wednesday at 11:30 and your response posts due by Friday at 11:30. Please make sure that you follow the guidelines for each week in discussion, as many of the weeks are not the same as others, and each week has different guidelines and expectations on replies. This week you will be submitting the Philosophy Nursing Reflection activity. Again, there's no grade for this, but the assignment is due in order to pass the class. After the learning modules, you'll find the Contacts tab. This is where you'll find my information that's similar to the information found on the Start Here page, and also the Teaching Associate or Academic Coach. After the Contacts tab, you will find the Discussion Board tab. In the Discussion Board tab, you will find the Course Question and Answers, which is essentially the place you're going to go to ask me questions, the Introduction discussion. Then I have a discussion forum here with a good example of a student who was previously very successful on a student discussion posting, and then 1 through 7 discussion weeks. There's also a forum in here where you choose your contemporary nursing issue paper, topic, and partner. For the contemporary nursing issue paper, this is a project of Part A, which is the narrative, and Part B, which is the poster presentation. You may partner for this project if you wish, and you do that information here in the forum. No person can have the same topic, so make sure that you are checking the names of topics, because you will be rejected as your topic if you choose something that somebody has already asked for and been approved. If you would like to partner with somebody for this project, that's more than welcome, as the paper is quite a bit of work, and I have had lots of students be successful in partnering with others, especially in a program that's so very quick while you're working full-time. After the discussion board, you'll find the calendar or schedule. This is essentially week 1 all the way through week 7 and gives you a summary of what's due. So for week 1 in Module 1, you'll see your assignments, the things that we will be talking about or topics. You'll find the dates, and you'll find things that are due here bolded. When you have something due that week, it should be bolded in each week. You also have a My Grades tab here where you can go to see what your course percentages are. And every time I have an assignment graded, or the teaching associate or academic coach has an assignment graded, I will let you know via email. You can email me, or you can email course peers in the class by going to the email tab. The Net Tutor tab is a place that you can go to get help with writing. If you have or feel like you could use some assistance with writing, you can click on here to find some information about getting resources and also help with your papers. Next, you'll find the Student Safe Assign Check. In this class, we use program called SafeAssign to check all of your assignments. Each one of your assignments will be cross-checked through this big database to help see and check for plagiarism or matching content. So you want to make sure that you read this blurb about SafeAssign, and this preliminary SafeAssign check is a place for you to go and submit your papers without a grade to just kind of check on see how much matching content you have before you actually submit your final paper. You then have content area, which we don't currently have anything in here right now, but if I do build something, I will let you know. Course tools, which is just kind of technology information and a calendar and place for you to build your own properties if you want. There's some information about Introduction to Blackboard if you've never worked with this type of learning management system before. Technical support, and then also Randall Library, which is where you will be going to get most of your resources to help you in the course. The home page is where all of the announcements go. Anytime I make an announcement in the course, I'll post it here on the home page, and I will also send that via email. Let's see here. The rest of the course for the remainder of the 7 weeks are going to go by very quickly. It seems like it might be a little easier because it's online, but the reality is that in order to be successful in this course, you have to spend at least 18 hours per week on doing assignments. So you want to make sure that you are making adequate time for reading, learning activities, you're doing your discussion boards, and preparing for each assignment that's due in every week. If I were you, I would print out the schedule that's located here and hang it somewhere or put it somewhere that you can look at it very frequently so that you know about what assignments are coming up and what assignments will be due, because every single week you have an assignment due, whether that be discussion, a draft of your big paper, your letter to the editor, your creative professional identity project, or your poster. So please make sure that you read all of the syllabus carefully, and that you read the schedules carefully, and you read every one of the rubrics, guidelines, templates, and sample format papers found in the syllabus tab. Now, if you have any questions or concerns for me, you certainly can email me. Again, you can find that here at the contacts page. And I welcome you to the course. I can't wait to learn with you, and welcome again to Nursing 316 and UNCW.